everyone, I brought Lorelei on to show you the clothes that I've altered and show you how well they fit her. So I altered this cardigan by taking it in at the sides, and I will show you how I did it. I haven't cut off the excess or anything, so that you can get an idea of how much to take in and where to sew and everything. So this is how I did the cardigan. You can see that I started on the arm. I could have actually started here and made the whole arm thinner, but I wanted it to be looser on her. And then I sewed a good half an inch to an inch, well, half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch down the side here, and I did the same on the other side, and I think that did fit her quite nicely. And now I can trim off this excess. I don't need that on anymore. It was just to show you how much I'd cut, how much I'd stitched in. And as I say, if you want the arms tighter, you can just sew from here all the way down to there in a straight line, and then down the side as well. I sewed in a curved line from there, so it took it up a little bit here, took it in a little bit at the top but not at the bottom. I'm quite happy with that though. But yeah, if you do want a slimmer arm, just all you have to do is stitch this all the way up, that wide all the way up. So that's the cardigan. Then once you've stitched it, you can trim the extra off so you haven't got bulky bits inside it. This material doesn't need edging, so you don't need to go then and edge that. And then the t-shirt, I think, was a designer friend t-shirt, so I didn't need to take a lot off that. I'll show you what I did. You can see on this one that I took it in, I did it all in white thread so that you could see better. So I took in some of the sleeve and down the side as well, on each side. I did the same on each side. And now I can just trim that excess off again. And then I won't have bulky bits in her clothes. And again, that doesn't need edging. There we go, so that's how I did that. It could have been taken in even more if we'd wanted to. I mean, it does fit her, let me show you, it's not tight on her, but it fits her like a t-shirt ought to fit, in my opinion. You can see that the sleeves fit a little bit better because I took them in. And then close at the back, I think that fits nicely. See? If you wanted it tighter, you would just take it in a little bit further. So yeah, that, real pleased with that. That's a nice little outfit, that jeans and t-shirt for her. And then these shorts came out perfectly, look, they fit her so well. I didn't take any in on the legs because her legs are as big as a designer friend or our generation, but I did take some in only on one side, I think, for these, because let me show you. Yeah, I had to do them differently for the different dolls. This one I didn't take any in at the front at all, I left it, but I did take in a V at the back. You can see I sewed from here, just here, all the way down to nearly to the middle there, but I didn't take any in the front, and you saw how well they fitted her. So now I can just cut the excess off. There we go, this is what I've cut off, so you can see how much I sewed it in. Remember, I have left a seam allowance there, and they now fit her beautifully. You'd think they'd been made for her. Really pleased with those. Then I've got this peachy t-shirt. You can see that I've done the same with this one as I did with the other t-shirt. I've taken in a bit of the sleeve and I've taken in the side all the way down. With this being ribbed, it didn't need taking in as much, I didn't think, because it was a tighter t-shirt anyway. So let me show you. Yeah, that fits her beautifully, doesn't it? I love how well that fits her. And then I've got the skirt and the short, so I'll pop the skirt on to show you. Here's the skirt, and this is how I did that. I took it in both sides, and it did need to be taken in quite a bit in the waist. In fact, I had to go back and do that a little bit more, look. But I'm going to cut off the excess now. And then I'll show you it on her, but that's how I did that skirt. It did have a seam at each side, so I haven't altered it, you know, the style of it or anything. I've just taken it in a bit on each side. Quite a bit actually, yeah. Let's give that a measure. So I actually sewed around 1 inch from the side of that. Yeah, it was quite wide on her. This is the Our Generation one. So let's pop it on her. Look how nicely it fits her now, look. And it does lay nicely on her as well. Let me just trim the inside of this t-shirt because I haven't done that yet. But yeah, the best thing to do is try it on your doll. And you know, because this t-shirt didn't need taking in as much as the other one. So do try it and pin it if you need to, or you could even tack it. I did do it on my machine, but it can easily be done by hand too. So I thought that t-shirt was a lovely colour. I really like the colour of it. I like that it has the lace on it, and I thought that it went really well with that little skirt. We can tuck it in. There is room to tuck it in if we want to. Yeah. So that's that. And then I also did the denim jacket, which doesn't really go, but I just want to show you how I did it. So for this, I didn't do the sides at all. I did one big seam down the back. Here's the seam, look. Let's measure it. So it is an inch, almost an inch at the top, just sort of, yeah, just one, it's 2.5 centimetres, so not quite, 2.5 centimetres is an inch, isn't it? It's just under an inch at the top, and then at the bottom, I did take it in a little bit more. It's 3 centimetres at the bottom, so almost, it's about 1.25 inches at the bottom. So then I can cut that excess off. And what I did was I sewed Velcro on, and I did it with a patterned stitch so that it looked better on. Let me show you. There we go. Look how nicely that fits her. It looks so good on her, I think. Absolutely love it. That with a pair of jeans or like a long tiered skirt would look lovely, wouldn't it? And I think that looks fine at the back. And then I made her this like padded waistcoat, so we'll put it on over the top of this. I know it's really to go over the top of jumpers and things, but I just want to show you how nicely that fits. So look at that, it looks great on her. And this one I did take in at the sides, but look how much better it looks. I did put Velcro on it to close it. Love that. And I did take it in at the sides, but I didn't take it in too much because it's going on over the top of other things. I didn't think it needed to be taken in too much, and because I put Velcro on it and it overlaps at the front, here we are, look, and you can see it's about 1/2 inch that I took in there, I think. Yeah, 1/2 inch each side. So let's just cut that excess off there. And then the last thing I did was these shorts. And again, with the shorts, I didn't touch the legs at all. And because it had side seams, I did the 2 side seams. So I literally did a V from where I wanted it taken into to the outside. I sewed straight down there like that. And I did the same on both sides. So let's cut the excess off there. Yeah, on how the items are shaped as well and where the seams are, that'll sort of guide you as where you need to cut or sew to take it in. The pyjamas, I left the pyjamas as they were because I thought they looked great on her and I didn't think they needed taking in, so I didn't take them in. I will pop these. I love these shorts. I literally sat for about 1/2 hour with my sewing machine. I mean, if you haven't got a sewing machine, you can do it by hand, which obviously is going to take longer, but to me, I think it's worth it. I mean, smart dog clothes are expensive, and if you want, you know, more outfits for your dolls, this is a economical way of doing it. I bought these on Vinted, so they were used. So it's recycling. I mean, look how nicely they fit her. They really do fit her so well. Look at that. Let's tuck a t-shirt in. That'll tuck in, yeah. Look how nicely they fit on her hips, look, how I did that. And they fit on her legs anyway. I think that's great. I love those shorts so much. So yeah, that was me showing you what the clothes look like after they're altered. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.